What up, where's your man Dream of Dream Motivates? Welcome again to another edition of the Entrepreneur Blueprint, where it comes back to home base for me about the event planning. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Blueprint. Listen, we get the opportunity to, go ahead and chop it up with some amazing people that have the audacity to go ahead and get out there and strive through the entrepreneur world. And, I would say that now that I understand it's not for everybody, but for the people that do have enough faith in God to understand that He will make a way out of no way.
Yes, he will.
Every single time it works. And we have to have the faith to believe. And I have some queens in the building that have done that, and they're doing that, and they're doing that on a high vibration. So if we could, starting with you, Queen, introduce yourself and your business.
Well, my name is Takiyah Evans, and I am co-owner of Detailed AF right here in the Metroplex. And so happy to be here.
Pleasure. I'm so happy for you to be here. Okay, you too.
I am Janay Windom, and I'm also the co-owner of Detailed AF here in the Metroplex.
Okay. And the highlight, the red carpet, the lady of the hour. We're celebrating. You know what I mean? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Bethany Branch Morgan, and I am co-owner of G M Magnolia Event Center.
Shout out. Come on, let's give it up for it. Come on, let's give it up. Let's give it up. I want to give a big old shout out to the behind the scenes team. My girl Ebony Jones is in the building. We are Dream Media. We have the honor, and I've been having fun with my sister. Taking care of her project, and I love it when a client lets me. This is kind of like when I paint. So I love it when they let me paint. So basically, it's just like, well, tell me what you think, and I just started painting and putting it together, and she said, oh, you know what, I like it, and had a couple adjustments. And now we are here about to go ahead into this good old soft launch, then grand open. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling okay.
Right?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Let's talk about the journey, right? So everybody has an entrepreneur journey, right? Yep. Before we get to you, Beth, because we want to hear about how this goes, I want to hear about your journey prior to this. So the event business that you're in right now, is this what you've been doing, or was it something prior to this and then you walked into it?
So prior to Detailed AF, my cousin and we did own an event venue previously in Fort Worth. It was up north, and we started that in 2016, and then of course COVID came. So we decided, to kind of end the relationship with the business. Yep. And then probably about 2 years ago,
we took a break.
Took a little break.
Hiatus. We need to recharge.
Yeah. And so we had some things that we did keep from the previous business, and it was like, you know what? How can we kind of utilize what we already have? Because we still kind of had the little entrepreneur feeling the party scene type bug going on, and we just couldn't let the little parties life go. So we decided, hey, we've been wanting to get into the rental side of the event side of renting for quite some time, and so we took that jump. Like you said, it was a leap, so we took that leap, and here we are, and we are Detailed AF. I will let you figure out that AF part.
I was, when I first heard it, I was like,
you got it.
You got it.
You got it.
I love it. I mean,
because our background, I have a numbers background and a project management background. So dealing with detail is kind of just streaming in my blood. And same thing with Janay, she's a trainer. Yeah. So we both, we spot the details. We spot those little things, and we love the little things about events to make them come to life, that make them a little more unique from one event to the next. I mean, everybody has a 40th, but what about your 40th down to the grain, that little bitty detail that makes sure it's better than the next.
Right. And then also just the, approach of your event, the things that need to be considered, things that are not as straightforward, just simple as, your guest arriving, what do you want their experience to be when they walk in the door? Just really considering the experience of an event, not just having and hosting an event. So really getting into those details on how you bring that experience to life and actually have a memorable moment, not just a
No,
party.
that's everything. Look, I had the honor. Thank you, guys. I'm thanking him right now because I can't believe I'm saying this, but I had the honor to take my family on a Disney cruise
Yeah, yeah,
on a very like the brand new joint.
yeah.
And if anybody understands, if you go on that Disney cruise, they ain't playing no games. They taxing.
Yeah, everything,
Oh
everything.
man, what I say this from the time from the time we got there to the time we left, that word experience
Right.
never stopped.
Yep.
I mean, when we walk in, the lady was like, "Okay, what's your name?" All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dream of Dream, and the whole boat.
Yeah, right.
Dream and Dream motivates and his son Joaquin Jr.
Yeah.
And what's your name? And it's just the whole, it is echo. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, you're right.
And here comes Cinderella waving,
Yeah,
and
right.
Mickey Mouse pop locking, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So the word experience definitely when it comes to events you definitely have to be detailed oriented
Yep.
to catch that. Now, are you guys doing this full time?
No, we still have our full-time jobs.
Yep. We
and
had our
lives.
full-time jobs with the venue
Exactly.
as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
So,
okay.
yes.
So walk with me and talk to me about that just for a second, because I'm interested into understanding, the mind of the different type of entrepreneurs. Obviously, you guys are very conservative. You're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna make sure. Is there a time that you say, you know what? Is there like it's time to walk away, or we're gonna just
Oh, it's been many of them days.
Mhm.
okay? What does it take for you guys to walk away?
COVID, a catastrophe, the world will stop.
What
That's
does it
what
take?
it took.
No, what does it take for you to walk away now?
To walk away now. Oh man.
I'm gonna be honest and say we really only doing it on our time right now. So we've kind of are pacing it to where we're not really kind of overwhelming ourselves with the workload. So I will say that one thing we can definitely say we took away from our experience from the venue is that you have to understand your workhorse, how much of a workhorse you are, and help manage yourself through that. Because as an entrepreneur, you have many responsibilities and many roles, many hats to wear, and you have to kind of manage that for self, or you then possibly can get burnout.
Gotcha.
So you kind of have to have that balance. So I'll say right now, the way we're handling that is just literally taking job by job, event by event, and kind of going from there. But it's not a steadiness, overwhelmness. We're
Right.
pacing ourselves and kind of easing into it again because we know how we are as workhorses.
Let me watch this.
Good.
This is crazy. Here, this is called the onion effect. Onions got different layers.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say it real slow. I want y'all to think about this. What is it gonna take for y'all to say, you know what? We gone. We done with corporate America, and we doing this full time.
Oh,
Or is
okay.
that even? We don't want to do it full time. And if that's the case, I get it. But what would have to happen to say, look, it's time to go?
I think it would have to be where we're putting over 100% into what we're doing as entrepreneurs and not getting our expected result.
Mhm.
Meaning, if we're not growing,
Mhm.
if we're not moving forward with our expectations, our plans, then yeah, it's time to call it a day.
And on the aspect of leaving corporate and having the business, I'll say that I know both of us are passionate about our careers, so
Okay.
I do look at it as a career.
Mhm.
And I also love events. So for me, I feel like a good balance is to manage the two. That's not everybody's journey, but I definitely will say that I am able to be creative in my career as well as creative
Gotcha.
in planning
Gotcha.
or coordinating or styling or designing an event.
Okay.
So I actually get to have creative outlets both ways for
Mhm.
different, but from different perspectives.
All right, one
So,
more
yep.
layer
Mhm.
because I'm almost there.
Yeah.
One more layer. So if you were equally creative
Mhm.
and equally compensated, which one had to go first?
Mm.
You had to pick one.
Creativity over compensation?
No, the job
Yeah.
over the entrepreneur
Yeah,
journey.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
There we go.
Really?
This is where
I
I want.
This
know.
what you asking?
This is what I'm
Okay.
asking.
This what you asking?
Yeah.
I need to know. You both. Hey, look, you both gonna get the money that you want. You're gonna get the money that you want,
I will.
and
Okay.
you'll be able to
Yeah.
put the time in
I was
that
gonna
you
say, I
want in
have
both
mine.
of them.
I'm gonna go with that entrepreneur side.
There
Yeah.
we go. That's
Yeah, I was gonna
there
say.
we go. Is that
Yeah.
you too?
Yes. Same.
Okay, now I get to ask the question one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's the love, and you will go there, what would it take for y'all to walk away to be entrepreneurs only? Because that's the one you picked. What would it take?
It would definitely take, if I can stay in this lane that I'm in and taking care of my family
There we go. Come
with
on.
being an entrepreneur,
There we go.
I would, lay the gator.
Right.
There we go.
Right.
You see that? I had to.
Yeah.
You see that?
You
I
had to
had
go
to
around the
ask
block to ask that
five-
question.
Yeah.
5 times. It
No,
was-
you did.
It
You
was
did.
an onion because think
Mhm.
about it. We're protect. So basically, your personalities are conservative.
Mhm.
When it comes to this faith walk, when you go to your job, on the 1st or 15th or however they work, we get this check. But over here on this side of the world,
Mhm.
bruh, it rained today and COVID hit you, and
Mhm.
you got a situation we're gonna talk about in a minute.
Yes,
This stuff
definitely.
happens, right?
Mhm.
But if it started happening,
Mhm.
you would walk away. And that means everything to me because I know as an entrepreneur coach, that's what I am.
Mhm.
I'm not only just doing the marketing, I coach people. I want to hear it ain't about my journey. It's about your journey. And if I can help that journey by giving some advice, some resources, connections, encouragement, whatever, maybe next year, this time, like, man, you know what? Because of their podcast, we got to crack
Right.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling good right now. So
Yeah.
thank y'all for that.
No, yeah.
I know I got in there. Sorry about that.
Uh-huh.
No, you good.
Which leads me to my sister. So I want to know what happened. You were at a corporate job
Mhm.
for how long?
I'm still there.
You're still there.
I'm
That's
still
right.
there.
Because that's right. You're still there.
27 years.
27 years.
Mhm.
Okay. And what made you have the audacity to start your own event planner center or your event hall right now?
Really, because I know that 27 is a long way. It's a big number. And I'm trying to get to 30. I know there's a stopping point, and I want something else to do that I enjoy doing.
Got
And
you.
so that's really why I said, you know what? I'm going to step out on faith, rearrange some things, make sure that I can survive, make sure that my family's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to take that step. And that's what I did.
So you're a teacher right now, right?
Yes.
All right. So now is this a passion? Is this a love?
Which one?
Well, I know you love the events. I know you love the events. So we already know that you wouldn't
Okay.
open up events. So we know that's love.
Mhm.
But for 27 years to be
Mhm.
doing this,
Yes.
because here's the thing: when I meet people and I talk to them about their jobs and careers, I hear a couple things. Like some of them are saying they just doing it because it was at that point of their life, society taught us to go to school
Right.
and go to college and go get a good job,
Right.
right? So I was taught that.
Mhm.
That's what I did. I followed the play and I ran it,
Yeah.
right? Is this job that you gave 27 of your years of your life? Is this a love? Is this something like, man, I love what I do, or is this kind of like,
No, it's a passion.
good?
I love what I do.
That's good. That's
It's
good
not a
place.
job. It's a hobby. That's
I
how
love
much I enjoy it.
I love it.
But I would like to reduce my load
Got it.
because I've been running top notch max hours for at least the last 13 years.
Got it.
And so it's now time to reduce my load to what is really standard. I've just always been above that load. And I
Got
just
it.
want to kind of reduce and kind of do some other things.
Got it. Got it. So okay, let's talk about it. So during these 27 years, what happened? You just start going to parties and going to events, and you was like, man, hey, let me help with the chairs, and Next thing you know, you're helping with the tablecloths, and next thing you know, you're helping with the. How did the event thing happen with you?
No, that's always been in me. Our house was the place that you went to for Christmas. So I've been decorating the Christmas tree and making sure that everything is in place since I was little. And so that's always been something that I wanted to do. Even on my job, I would host different events. So I like to be behind the scenes. I do not like to be up front.
Okay.
I'm the one that likes to drag the tables, decorate the tables, get everything in order, contact the people, invite the guest speakers, organize everything, and then just step back
and look at it.
That's it. I don't want to be on stage. I don't want to be on the spotlight. I want to be. I always say that I'm like that Russell Simmons.
Thank you. Good night.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
I love that. Now, first, let me just say how proud I am of you for stepping out on faith. I know
Thank you.
That was a very terrifying situation. And I appreciate God using me and with Brittany, and you was able to be at the speaking thing that was there, and you reached out to us, and I appreciate that. I want to go back before the where your career. Who was Beth before then? Were you that turn up? Were you the one at the club? You know what I'm saying? Like, who were you then?
Yes, I was.
See, it's usually this person.
Yes.
You still got that.
Always. In college and everything. Hey,
we kicking.
I was there.
It's
I did my work, but
we're gonna turn up.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
So, did you go to college?
Yes, I did.
Well, shout your college out.
Prairie View.
PV in the building.
That's it.
Okay. And then, so how you went to high school in Fort Worth?
Yes. We actually went to high school together. ODY.
ODY.
Another party.
Okay, funky town. So
Yeah.
y'all Fort Worth for real.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so and y'all went to school together?
Yeah.
Y'all knew each other in high school.
Her dad taught at the same high school, and I was in his anatomy class.
Whoa.
He was Coach Branch.
Coach Branch.
Yep.
So how was she in high school?
Bethany was cool. Bethany's always been
same
cool.
Beth. same old Beth, huh?
She done slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
She a little more laid back. But Bethany, when there was time to kick it,
it's time to get
Bethany was there.
Yeah. So that's a good. See, you got to go back to the foundation of your. When you find something you love to do, it feel like you ain't working.
Yeah,
that's it.
So that Beth back in ODY, you're gonna see her again. You're gonna meet her a whole bunch of times.
You gonna ride the wave.
Yeah,
that's what I call it. You gonna ride
be like,
the
there
wave.
you go. You're gonna find that one blissful moment, and when you do get that blissful moment, I want you to enjoy the moment, because that's the moment when you get to look back and see all those people in your event center, and you actually get to dance and have a good time and laugh, right? Because it's gonna happen. It's not if, it's when, right? So you're in the process, you're in the journey, documenting the journey right now. So depending on when we see this podcast, the soft launch will probably already be happening.
Hopefully so.
Right, and we'll have the grand opening for you as well.
Yes.
Let's talk about the facility on your journey. But before we do that, I just want to say this one thing. On your entrepreneur journey, you have to understand and enjoy the lessons that are coming. You are about to be learning. And I'm glad that you got two sisters to kind of like, hey, don't do that. Do this.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes,
do this.
definitely.
And that's what I love about y'all. And I was like, hey, can you get your sisters to come on this podcast? Because you guys play a very, very important role in her career. And it's going to come back to you, all right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to break for a commercial break right here with the Entrepreneur Blueprint. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Blueprint. I'm right here with the queen of events. Man, we about to throw a big old party, and what we doing New Year's Eve? We'll talk about that later. So, look, man, journey of the entrepreneur. I love it. This is a space that I share dear to my heart, because I didn't call myself an event planner, but I definitely planned events. I threw the biggest parties in Dallas, Texas. So I have the heavyweight belt of I don't even know how I did it, but we used to have 5,500 to 6,000 people at some of these events without radio.
Wow.
And it was just, man, I don't even know how I did it, but it got done.
Yeah.
And we talked about this earlier. I want to ask all you guys this. I want to talk about and Beth, I want you to share with us last. I want to talk about the power of manifestation. Because I believe in everything that you do, you got to see it twice. One in your mind, and then you got to go ahead and do it. So you guys had an event center.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you see the event center in your mind. Then you actually had it. Mm-hmm. How powerful was it to actually see that in your mind and then seeing it in reality? And then did you guys get the chance to see people in the building before COVID?
Yeah.
Okay, walk us through the whole process of the whole manifestation of the event center.
Oh man. So like from the concept, the colors, it all had to mean something. It all had to come. It was very intentional. I'll say that. So the original colors were blue, green, and white. Very easy on the eyes. Very it just translated well in any and everything we did, in the social media and the marketing, just looking at it. It translated so well that people thought we were white.
Oh, wow.
They were like, oh, it's black on. We were like, yeah. Okay, so the intent was to be unknown, because first thing, it's kind of, I won't say afraid, but I didn't want people to be turned off by the black female, because we all know how that gets. At the time in 2015, 2016, we were not all about black culture. It wasn't, let's do black, let's shop black, let's do this black. And it wasn't
Black Lives Matter.
2023.
Yeah, it wasn't Black Lives Matter happening at that point. Yeah.
So, and then two, the area was North Fort Worth. Who lives North Fort Worth? It ain't us.
Gotcha. Is that where Clear Fork is?
No, that is the far southwest side. North Fort Worth, Keller. Hazlitt.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Watauga, Roanoke.
Got it.
South Lake, West Lake, that way. And so didn't want to come across in that light. And so everything we did was very intentional. We hid, like Bethany was trying to hide behind her event center, but girl, don't hide, because be out there in front. Be out there in the front. But we hid for intentional reasons, because we wanted to not be seen, because we knew two young black girls trying to run a business and attract everybody.
In that area. So you were looking at your demographic.
Correct.
Got it.
So we were very intentional about choosing the colors, and the name came from my daughters. I used their middle names, Joyce and Olivia's. And so it didn't give off the black vibes. Right. And the way we operate was very, again, strategic, to the point where, again, we got people came in. I was like, so who's the owners? We like looking at like, we are. And they was like, I thought it was just some white ladies who had nothing better else to do, but who husbands had money, and just let them do whatever they wanted to do. And so then, moving forward, we're meeting the clients, we're talking to them, we're getting to know them, they're getting to know us, and they realize that, like, dang, y'all are really cool.
Right.
And we've had clients that book 3-4 times.
Right.
The same person.
Text, hey, y'all got the center?
Yeah.
Really?
So the relationships.
So we built relationships. And even after we had to shut down, we were still getting phone calls and emails and text messages. Right. Can we book? Like, wait a minute.
You know what? And let me ask you this. I'm pause for educational purposes for everybody. Because I actually want, when you said that, you said that it looked so good that they thought it was a white business. What does it look the other way?
That if it's a black business?
Yes. How do we identify, and that, because you're right, because, one of my clients, shout out to Ricky Booker. He owns the Breakfast Brothers. If you ever go into the Breakfast Brothers, it's very corporate looking. Are we talking corporate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very corporate. It's very cookie cutter looking.
Yeah.
And he did that on
Clean.
purpose so it could be franchised
Mm-hmm.
and duplicated over and over. Is this a lesson to be learned
Mhm.
in this space and all spaces? Is that, I'm kind of going into your mind right now. What is the other way? Like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. It should look like this. Like, how do you?
And I guess I can only speak for Janay and I because we are both corporate.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Like
go.
literally grew up career wise corporate.
That's where it
I
came
worked
from.
in government for a short minute and I hated it. But corporate is very by the book. You know, is straight laced. Not saying that you have to be so rigid to where you can't maneuver the way you want to. Now we put our spin on things,
Right.
but when you came in and you came into our space, you know, it was defined. It wasn't like somebody just threw it up
Right.
and
Gotcha.
decided to have a space. We intentionally place things in certain places for
Right.
this reason.
We
The-
have processes.
Right. The bathroom
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
in that corner for a reason. The kitchen is over here for a reason. The office is right here for a reason.
Gotcha.
And so that, you know, people knew that when you walked in, we meant business. No matter what we looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Because
it.
that's what we wanted. We wanted people to take us seriously for what we wanted to do, how we wanted to do it, and what we're providing.
And so you seen it, both of you guys seen it in your head.
Yep.
You found the location. You create the location. The location was all the way, it was from, you had it open between 16 and 20.
Yes.
So it was thriving between 16 and 20.
19.
COVID hit. We had to go and let it go.
Yeah.
But you were able to see manifestation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing it, boom, boom. Now going to our sister right here. I want you to paint the picture right now. What are you manifesting? Now listen, we're doing this pretense. Like we have not at this second while we're recording, just documenting, because we're going to actually document the aftermath of the manifestation.
Mhm.
How do you see and what's your vision of Magnolia?
So my vision is really this first 2 years, get people in, get them acclimated to the space, loving the space, piggybacking on you all. It's the reason why I contacted Takiyah.
I love it.
There's
too.
a reason
I love it.
because that's what I want to show. I wanted it not to be a Black business. I wanted it to be a business because that's what it
Right.
is.
Mhm.
It just happens to be Black owned.
There you go.
But I would like for it to grow. My dream is to open up something that I own because right
Mhm.
now I'm leasing
Yeah.
and I don't really believe in leasing things. It was only because it was a suggestion. I went ahead and ran with that, but I want to own my own stuff. And
Mhm.
so my vision is to grow this business. Make sure that the clientele trusts me, trust us. They like what we're offering, and then they'll go with us to the bigger and better spot that we actually own.
And so on this journey, of course, did you guys while you're opening, did you have complications opening?
Oh yeah.
Was it? Is it?
Yeah,
is it
I
easy?
did. It was the inspections
Yeah.
part.
Mhm.
and the
See, I want to
permits.
say these things to
Mhm.
comfort
Yeah.
Beth because,
Oh yeah.
of course, I don't know if she told you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's-
yeah.
Okay, you did. Okay,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
there's some challenges going on.
It
right now,
is.
Right.
It really
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
to get this thing happening. However, after it was done, how was it? It finally happened, right?
Oh
It
yeah, I
was good.
mean, with the challenges when we look back, it was like, man, okay, we had to get more BTUs for this HVAC. Glad we did it because it's
Right.
152 outside.
Right.
Or
Oh, the AC went out.
no. So originally in the space, there was so many BTUs already provided.
Mhm.
So when the inspector came in and was like, now the business for what again?
Oh wow.
Party
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have enough BTUs. And we're
Cool
like,
space.
what does that mean?
Mhm.
because that sounds like money.
Right.
And for those who are listening right now, could you go ahead and educate them on a bit BTU?
So with an HVAC unit, there's so much air that pushes out. And so unlike a home, you have an AC unit outside and it's certain size and it's measured in BTUs. And so though that unit, has to be big enough to accommodate the number of people and the space. So, unlike a home, when you're dealing with a commercial building, the unit has to be big enough. And in our space, so we were, what was our capacity? 180?
Yeah, 180.
180?
Mm-hmm. At a max.
At a max. And so if you put 180 people in a room and there's body heat, so then they're looking at how much per square foot each person takes up. It's a science of math behind that.
Yeah.
For the unit to really keep somebody cool or warm. And mainly we're looking at the cool side.
Yeah.
Because it's Texas.
Yeah.
And so we had to purchase a bigger unit. Gotcha. AC unit. And so that, of course, that's money.
More money going out.
More money going out. Right. And then I think the other thing I thought about was the bathroom situation. Yeah. X amount of people per toilet.
Yes. Oh, that was a moment.
It was.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the guy, I'm like, we only need 2 toilets.
Right.
He was like, no, ma'am. You don't have enough toilets per people.
You need 4.
I needed 4 per. Mm-hmm. So 4 in the women's, 4 in the men's. More money. Took up some of my space.
Wow.
So I had to reconfigure.
Now you get some more toilets.
Yeah.
But see, it's like there's not a school for this.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, even before she went into detail, I was just gonna say you have to expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know. And you are, like you said, you are learning. So as long as you're open to taking those blows, because it's not a little tap,
right?
Okay,
Yeah.
It's not a little tap. It could be blows.
Yeah.
You just have to be ready to take any experience or lesson that comes your way and figure out just for next time and how you can share it. And that's kind of where when you reached out to Takiyah, she was just like, hey, one of my girlfriends, she's opened up a venue, want to just impart knowledge and share. And I'm like, let's do it, because that's all we got is knowledge. So I definitely will say to all entrepreneurs, you have to always pass that down. That is not something you keep locked and key, or it's the top secret, or if you've opened up a commercial building space, if you've ran any kind of business, and you don't have to monetize it to share knowledge, but you can. I just want to put that out there. Okay. Just because at the end of the day, like you said, it's not a school for this.
Right.
And you're not going to learn the things that you will learn from somebody that has ran X business before. Mm-hmm. So I just think that leveraging your relationships is really big. Asking for support and help where need be, and like I said, being ready to take the blows.
It's not for the weak.
Yeah. And I want to go here with you before we get out of here, and I want you to remember the feeling that you feel right now.
Yeah.
Because it's the humble beginnings.
Yep.
It's the humble beginnings that make you appreciate how great God really is. So, now you have a smaller boutique style, but that's a blueprint for the world. And let me give you a vision, which is crazy. Back to Ricky Booker. So if you guys go, shout out to the Breakfast Brothers. Go check them out in Arlington. Have you ever been? Have you been to one in Arlington?
Yes.
So you see how big that is? So it's like, only 8 tables in there. In less than a year, well, a little bit over a year. Now he had the big one in Redbird, and now he has the Breakfast Brothers in Houston, and now we got one in downtown Dallas as an Express. But it took that first one as the blueprint to make everybody believe what was in your vision, that, wow, this thing is amazing. So with that being said, on your journey, as you're looking forward, what are the things right now that, let's just go and put it in the atmosphere. Call in, like, what are you looking for? You want this place to be for who?
I want it to be a larger space that can accommodate a variety of events, where I'm talking about community events, things where nonprofits can come in, do their work. I want to help. That's one of the main things I want to do. I started to name it Magnolia Excellence because I want it to be us doing excellent things and getting away from the fact of, oh, it's just a juke joint. I don't want to open up a juke joint. I made that perfectly clear. I want this to be something that's positive, something that would make us look good, because we do look good. We do great things.
Yeah.
And I just wanted a space where we could do that. And so my vision is to have a larger space with a larger capacity, because that's one of my struggles. But we're going to go with it. But, and I would like to have some classroom spaces. Actually, I first started looking at a space in Grand Prairie. Takiyah knows this, that I was going to build out. And so I wanted a huge room along with 3 classrooms. So, I had this big vision, but, we kept going back and forth, the money and all that type of stuff, and it just fell through.
Gotcha.
But I do believe that it fell through for a reason.
Right.
Oh, it definitely did.
Yeah. So it's taking this smaller blueprint, as you said, and we'll grow from there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look, as so as a man thinketh, so is he.
Yeah.
And as you speak these things in existence, somebody's looking at it right now. I guarantee you, they're going to be calling you, and you're going to fit. You're looking for people that are looking for you. That's all business is. We're not looking for everybody. We're looking for lookers. We're looking for the people that look for you. And on that note, I want you to help them look for you. So let's go ahead and shout out. Let them know exactly how to get in contact with you. Give them the whole spiel. Let's get it.
Okay. It's G M Magnolia Event Center, and it is located at 1821 Everman Parkway, Fort Worth. And the website is gmeventcenter.com. And I don't know the phone number, so I can't tell you that. But
and you do have Instagram.
I do have Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, good. And all right, Queens, you guys, while we're here, you guys shout out your business. How can they get in contact with you?
We have Instagram and Facebook, and you can find us at Detailed AF Co. On either platform.
I love y'all name, man.
Yeah.
It
was fun.
Matter of fact,
we spiced it.
I'm gonna give my editor, because I ain't never did this.
Yeah,
You have to.
I've never done this. So editors, stand by. Here we go. Shout out. What is your business? Say the whole name.
The full name?
The full name.
Detailed as
all day, every day.
Let's go. Shout out to you. All right. One more time, just in case y'all trying to find the pens and pads right now. One more time, go ahead and let them know your social media or your website, right, so they can go to it.
Again, the website is gmeventcenter.com.
Boom. Now you know. Listen, like, share, and subscribe. We right here at the Entrepreneur Blueprint with the Queens of Events. If you need them, we also have the information at the bottom of the screen. Thank you guys for hanging out with us in Dream Media Studios. If you ever need us, your boys right here. Like I would say, out earn the problem. Like, share, and subscribe. And we out here. Let's go.